Sports to the bone family, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to another video, my viewers and subscribers. Have a very interesting one that I want to share with you guys. I basically touched on it a little bit while I was doing my my review of the game yesterday. But earlier today, you know, I was on the internet and I saw where the former Pakistan player Salman Butt, who is now retired, and I think he's operating a YouTube channel where he talks about cricket. He went all in on Shai Hope, my viewers and subscribers. Yes, man said that Shai Hope is basically being a disadvantage to his team because he has failed to bring his strike rate up on several occasions. Yeah, man, and you know, he's calling out Shai Hope and saying that he needs to do better and he needs to up his strike rate. I mean, I made a little bit of mention of it yesterday. You know, that when Shai Hope was in the early 90s, well, when he just got into the 90s, until he got to the 100, he was moving a bit slow. But I don't know if it is totally fair when a man play a 115 off, just 135 deliveries, that still. I mean, in white ball cricket, you might say that is too many balls, but you know, in the middle when we were losing wickets, somebody had to consolidate. Anyway, Salman Butt is saying that 115 off 135 is not acceptable, especially when you are in batting conditions, right? So that is the main part that Salman Butt is going in on. The fact that he scored 115 off 135 deliveries in what can be considered as good batting conditions. He should know that. Salman Butt is saying that Hope should know that he's been a disadvantage to the team when he's batting like this. So you can almost say that he's accusing Shai of being selfish. You understand? He also mentioned that, you know, batting like that, it cannot be justified any at all. Cannot be justified, especially when you are on a pitch that, you know, it's good for batting. So it's the same thing he's saying. The pitch is good for batting, so it doesn't matter what you say, whether you are saying that, you know, you're losing wickets, you're trying to calm down, or whether you want to say that you're consolidating. It is just not acceptable, according to Salman Butt, my viewers and subscribers. I know probably quite a few more persons want to say it, but because, you know, the 100 sweet us, we don't really say anything, you know. But I don't know if it is really fair to call out a man that that scored a century like that and kept the innings together. One person must bat for a period of time, of viewers and subscribers, and they're obviously going to probably use up more deliveries than we would have wanted. You know, Salman Butt say, according to Salman Butt, he, and I quote, he plays beautifully, but that strike rate cannot work. You understand? Plays beautifully, but the strike rate is extremely bad. Went on to say that you know, the fact that he was playing so slowly, you know, simply means that they weren't playing in such a way where they were thinking that, you know, they need to set a certain amount of score. You know, he went on to say that they didn't Pooran. He also spoke about Pooran and Hope didn't take enough chances. So he's saying that in the middle over there, when they were in the middle of the overs, when they were set in the middle of the innings, when they were set and the bowlers were getting on top and dominating, they did not take enough chances. And you know, he's not saying they should have given away their wickets, take enough chances, in the sense that they did not try to probably force to score more runs in terms of boundaries and rotating the strike and things like that. So that is what he's basically saying, my viewers and subscribers. Shai Hope is batting beautifully and he's scoring runs, but according to him, the strike rate is too low. I mean, it would have been, you know, it would have been probably a better watch if the strike rate was a little higher, but that is how the game is. That is how the game is, my viewers and subscribers. And you know, we know we have a tendency to get bowled out pretty early once She-Hope gets out. No, I am not saying this is the case, but what if it is the case where the coach and the captain and the team on a whole decided that, here what, She-Hope will be afforded a couple of extra deliveries to make sure that he is there, because you know he is the man that we expect to bat through the innings or pretty close to the end, right, to basically try and gel the thing together. You know, what if it is the case where She-Hope is given that sort of luxury to use up probably an extra 30 or 40 deliveries? Because anyway you take it, you know, a lot of the other batsmen is either they're going to get out or they're going to stay there and probably score 20 off 70 balls or so. You know, so She-Hope staying there and using up a couple extra deliveries, probably that is even beneficial. It might sound away, but maybe that is even beneficial to us, seeing that, you know, it's less of a chance of us getting bowled out cheaply, because we know how things work once She-Hope gets out. Yeah, so that is what he was saying. He also spoke about the bowlers, you know, saying that, you know, the bowlers found it extremely difficult, and you know, they are going to find it difficult to win games, especially against teams like India bowling like that. Yeah, man, he went in at the bowlers, even said that it seems as if they were clueless, they didn't know what they were doing. And in the last part there, I can almost agree with him. You know, the bowling did not look good any at all. You understand? So he was saying that you know, the bowling looked clueless, and we bowl a lot of bad lengths. You know, we didn't bowl the right lengths at all. And you know, according to him, it would appear as if the bowlers had no idea how to bowl in the death over base and what he saw there. And once again, it could, you know, it is fair. You can say it is fair based on how we were bowling. It didn't seem as if we have a clue what, you know, about what we were doing. So we can't even knock him for calling us out like that. But you know, I know quite a few people going to call out Salman Butt because of the past that he would have had where cricket is concerned, you know, and getting banned and all of them things. But at the end of the day, his past has nothing to do with identifying a couple of things in a cricket game and talking about it. Just like how, you know, quite a few of us, when we see the selectors or the coaches do certain things, you know, we tend to draw back and their playing days and say that they weren't good at that, they weren't good at doing anything. So how is it that they are selecting team? How is it that they are coaching? How is it that they are doing that? How is it that they are experts? And you know, if we are going to look at it like that, then we have to bear in mind that a lot of us that are seated in chairs talking about the game, we have never played any sort of cricket at the national or the international level. So if we are going to say that some of the coaches and some of the selectors should not be in the position because they did not do anything when they were playing cricket, that is basically saying that you and I shouldn't be talking about the cricket then, because we don't have any knowledge, because we weren't excellent cricketers, which make it no sense. I know I might get stick for this, you know, but is the as I call it like how I see it. But let me know what you guys think about it, my viewers and subscribers, because quite a few persons are here talking about this She-Hope situation and whether or not, you know, he was being selfish once he got out of the 80s into the 90s and was trying to preserve his wicket to try and get across the three-figure score. I think if you are in the 90s, you know, you're obviously going to be more cautious, but you don't want to put the team's the team's momentum on the line because of personal gain. But you know, having played out majority of the innings, you know, I can understand a man trying to get across the line there. So let me know what you think in the comment section about this one, my peeps. Until later on, I'm out.